welcome back. We are going to do the knife only trophy. So my apologies for all the blue flickering. So the blue is hard mode. We've done the hard difficulty and real survival mode.
Resident Evil.
And the last trophies will be the invisible enemy mode, which apparently unlocks your trophy for
Alpha Team is
costumes, so that'll be the last three. So yes. So yeah, all cutscenes will be skipped, and we're just going to immediately unequip the weapon and just equip the knife. We're not going to be picking anything up except for the essential items and so ink ribbons, health. That is literally all we're going to take. So we're going to do this cutscene because we haven't done this one yet. We're also going to be yeeting Barry. So. Nice.
Barry!
Well, that was real fucking stupid. Sorry, I'll redo that in... in the invisible enemy mode. So as always, you've got to go upstairs and then back down.
Thanks.
Okie dokie. So so we're going to ink ribbon. The reason we're ink ribbon in here is so we don't have to redo all of that. If I was feeling feisty, I would do this on invisible enemy mode, but no thank you. So, as far as I'm aware, the enemies that you'd most definitely have to kill are as followed. There is a dog that has the collar that you have to kill to get the collar. The Elder Crimson Head. And Yawn 2 and Tyrant. Just gonna bring him here. There we go. Whew, bit of patience. So all we're literally going to be picking up is health, ink ribbons, and the items to progress, the keys, the medals, and so forth. So the word save and often? Hell yeah. I'm going to take that now because we're not going to need it until we deal with Richard. So I'm really scared on this one. Not because it's a terrifying game, but because this is... I don't have the knife yet. For some reason. So we're going to go down and get the book. So, real survival mode, to be honest, I thought it was great, but it wasn't anywhere near as challenging as I was expecting it to be. The real survival mode is a lot more backwards and forwards if you're just playing it cash. So we're going to do this. If we do this in a pretty decent time, we may just go ahead and do invisible enemy mode, and that's the platinum done. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and... yeah, we don't need that because we're going to be picking up the dog whistle and the lighter. Because we need the lighter so we can get the music notes. Damn it. I got a bit careless. That's... Oh yeah, I can't pick it up because I'm full. Oops. So we can't pick anything up in here except the knife. We have done... So far, we have done... Sorry, I just lost track of myself. I have just finished the hard and real survival mode trophy, so yeah. I've just been watching like some strats for this, so I figured, what the heck. So I'm going to pick this up, because then all that's left is invisible enemy mode. Which will unlock the last 3 trophies, which is invisible enemy mode, unlock all costumes, and the platinum. I've been researching about invisible enemy on all of this. This one I think is probably going to be the most difficult, purely because of the Elder Crimson Head and the dog. I think Yawn's going to be kind of easy, as long as you just go around in a circle. The 2 bosses that are going to be annoying is Tyrant and Crimson Head. Because Plant 42 we're going to do lure him to the stairs, because then he'll puke rather than grab us. Is he going to come down the stairs? There we go. Super strats there, folks. Always use the stairs. So we've got everything we need from this section. Yeah, Elder Crimson Head's a real pain in the ass. I'm trying to think. So we're not going to unlock the kitchen door because we're going to use the elevator. I mean, I could, but it means taking a bite.
Barry.
Oh, Jill.
Oh.
Got any good news?
Other than I'm still alive in this madhouse? No.
Can't say it's much safer here either. We'd better secure our escape route first. There's gotta be a back door somewhere.
All right then, let's split up again.
Hey, hold on a sec. Look what I've found.
What?
A can of fizz. It's sure to yellow and mellow those things. It's yours. Hopefully you won't have to use it.
Okay, so it's the same cutscene as before. It's just downstairs. Okay. So I'm trying to think. I think it's easier to get to this save room. So he's on the opposite side, not on this side at the moment. So we're not going to pick up the dagger, we're not going to get the shotgun shells. We're just going to dump the acid rounds as soon as we can. We'll open that in a second. Homeboy's on the stairs. So yeah, we can't let a stamp on their head or anything either, so... Okie dokie. I honestly did not expect that cutscene to play straight off the bat. And we'll... So I'm going to take the helmet? The emblem? How's it going, dude? I'm not going to save just yet. I'm just going to get the save ribbon from this room. Not much, dude. We are only a handful of trophies away from platinum in the game. So, this is probably going to be the more awkward one to do. So I might as well get it done now. And then the final trophy is going to be... invisible enemy mode. Oh, this is the thing. When you first play it, obviously you have a lot of stuff to worry about. But like anything, once you know the mechanics... Like, Alien Isolation is a terrifying game. I will go out on a limb and say right now, Alien Isolation is one of the best games I've ever played. Quite literally, it is. If it wasn't for the poor map layout, in terms of you can't see where you exactly are, and the kind of clunky controls... Oops. Too busy chatting. I thought he was on the stairs as well, but it's fine. Okay. So, we'll go out there in a minute. Because I want to go down and get the herb. So now we've been in that room. The zombie will be on that side. But anyway, yeah. Once you understand the mechanics of how certain things work, it gets a lot easier. And I think because I've played this non-stop since... pretty much the last week, it's all still fresh in my head. So we're going to go downstairs and go from there. So yeah, and if you know where things are triggered and so forth, then you can make it easier for yourself. Like when you go into the room, the greenhouse, and use the herb, the weed killer, and you come out of there, that's when the zombies are triggered through the window. So you've basically made that room a pain in the ass to come back. If you pick up the yellow jewel and then go down the stairwell to the tiger's head, through that corridor, or come back through that corridor, hunters will jump through the window. So it's all about knowing the trigger points. This one's a little more obtuse than Resident Evil 7, but they are there nonetheless. So we're going to collect all these herbs. We did the ink is for squids, and I can't remember what the other one was. It was 2 trophies back to back. Oh, and Nook and Cranny. Nook and Cranny with the infinite weapon. Because I just didn't pick up any. I think obviously I had to pick up ammo. But just using the infinite weapon just as a gimp to see if it would unlock trophies, and it did. So it was really funny, just pulverizing Tyrant. And the final Tyrant actually dies to one of your infinite rockets, rather than you waiting for Brad to drop the rocket launcher. So why are we going in here? Because there's an ink ribbon in this room. And we are going to be saving quite a bit. And we took some damage, so we're going to use that. We don't need the dagger, we don't need the shotgun. And to be fair, now that cutscene's played, I don't know if Barry will save you. Because that cutscene plays usually after we've got the shotgun. So I may have inadvertently caused myself a faux pas. But we'll soon find out. Okay, so... So, as always, we'll just get him to go on the stairs. There we go. But yeah, this is very much like Alien Isolation. At times, it seems very, very, very scary, but it's very predictable, and very, I wouldn't say easy, but you can work it out pretty well. Okay, so we'll make a save. I haven't used the infinite pistol yet. I will say that there is more chance of decapping with the handgun than it seems to be with the shotgun, from what I've played so far. I'd say it's about 55-45. So, that way. I'm going to go down there and reset the room. Because we want the other guy to come to us on the stairs, so we can just go past him. If we can platinum this, if not today, maybe tomorrow. We're going to moving on to Resident Evil 0. There we go. He was deaf, so yes. I'm going to move over to Resident Evil 0. I'm guessing that is Richard banging on the door. Yeah, I've read a lot about Resident Evil 0. I've had a look at the trophies, and it's kind of like Resident Evil Revelations. I really didn't enjoy it, so I may go for it one more time just to see if I didn't like it. But I really didn't enjoy it compared to the first one. I really enjoyed Revelations 1. And I was super stoked to be playing as Barry. here. Gotcha. Whew. Yes. Resident Evil Gaiden is one I haven't played yet. We will be taking a look at that at some point. Maybe not to finishing it, but we will take a look at it. From what I can tell, it was the original emphasis, or sorry, the original, like the genesis of Revelations, because there's a lot of the story there. It's a it seems like it's a very awkward game to play. Okay, so come over here. Come on. Uh-oh. There we go. Bait out the dodge. I'm getting so brave. I would like to take a look at the Game Boy prototype of Resident Evil 1. That just looks super awful. And just... It's a marvel that they were able to do, I think it's like 90% of the game. Because you can get to the lab, I believe, with some hack-in. And there's also a prototype of Resident Evil 2 on the Game Boy Advance. Which has like the opening section. From what I can see as well, I think there's a demake for either the NES or the Sega Mega Drive / Genesis. Now I'd be down to take a look at that if that is real. Oh, that hurts you. Okay. Well, had to happen at some point. I would pay Capcom to go back and finish that and release it. I just want to see what the end would be like. Once we have a proper gaming PC, I will be looking at a lot of random stuff. Gamecom Resident Evil is definitely up there. Okay, so we've got to be real fun here. There we go. One dodge. And yes, there's a super zombie coming down the stairs when we leave the kitchen, but just gonna have a look and see if there's an ink ribbon in here as well. I know there's some stuff. Yeah, there's a dagger and there's a clip, which we don't need. So we'll just run around the table. La da 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 da. I will say this, the Chris campaign is much better in this than the original. The only issue I have with Chris's campaign in Resident Evil 1 Classic is the damned hunters. It's literally, that's the only section that's a pain in the ass. Other than that, that's what makes probably Resident Evil 1 an 8 like classic Resident Evil 1. This is a 9. It would be a 10 if it wasn't for the alt controls being a pain at times. And that's me being generous. So, is it worth going out there for those herbs? I don't think so. Sometimes you just gotta... You gotta learn. One door. 2 doors. Oh, look at that. He's coming to knock on the door. Shame we're not going to be there. He wants his Jill sandwich. So I'm just going to go here. There we go. Barry's left us some goodies. Barry's going to be in that room researching the will or whatever it is. So, no, we don't need that. So we're not going to be lighting anybody up or anything. We don't need to go into the research room actually because we don't need the wind crest. That camera angle is a real pain in the ass. It was really cool going through on hard / real survival because that door handle doesn't break. I've seen it done on hard, but you use the melee weapons. And somebody used Chris. Because if you use Chris and you use the grenade, you can blow off the Crimson Head. Super Crimson Head's head. So you technically won't take any damage. So let's have a look at what we've got in here. Yay, a first aid spray. Bang, bang and tidy. No, it is completely knife only. It is just a wind crest in there, isn't it? So we don't need anything. There's no health. So literally we are not taking any ammo. The only items we're taking are health items and the junk we need. There we go. Pew. And away we go. As far as I'm aware, in classic Resident Evil 1, there's only one zombie on a stairwell. And he is at the other save room. Oh yeah. I'm just not picking anything up. I actually forgot the guy was there. This is how stupid of a gamer I am. So we're just going to go back here real quick and reset the room. Because otherwise he will come up the stairs. and when we're trying to bait the other one to the stairs, we'll be quote unquote sandwiched, which we do not want. No Jill sandwich today, senor. Come on. There's a good boy. There you go. It's one of those, it's just a case of I can just grab the nearest health item then and get to it. Does it really matter about Richard? We'll do that death mask now, actually, because then it's out the way, and then the last door is the one with Homeboy. We go for Homeboy, but we will go and put some of the masks away so we can take health, because from what I can see, Crimson Head's pretty vicious. That's true. He's still gonna die. Because he's just gonna do everything. We'll grab the mask and go. Okay, so because we got to go that way anyway. And there's some herbs here, but we'll get those on the way back. What's interesting about this as well is Barry doesn't rescue you if you get bitten by Yawn. New theory, Bob. You gotta drag your Jill ass over to that save room. I'm going the wrong side. No, I'm not. He's over that side. That'd been rip if it would have been a... He's gonna bar it. So, in here. We'll pick up the serum, and we're gonna do the puzzle, because we're never gonna be coming back to that area ever again. Okay, he's on the stairs. Oh no, he's not. He's over there. Damn it. Tell you, these controls at times. Because once we get this this mask, we never need to be along here again. This should give us plenty of time to do Richard. Because as soon as Richard jumps in front of Yawn, we're just gonna leave the room. I might even just run out of the room straight up. To be fair, I should have done this one before, but yeah. Big bag of green, and away we go. Completely avoid the keeper's room as well, and the shotgun room. Go this way and head back upstairs. Hopefully save Dick. And then we're going to do the Moonlight Sonata. Dodge Yawn, and then go and take a look at our boy Crimson Head. Okie dokie. Okay. Alright, so Tricky Dicky is fine. So we're going to take the herbs. We're going to go bank everything and drop those 2 masks off. Actually, no, we won't do the masks just yet. Shall we? Shall we not? I'm just having a think. We'll do 3 of the masks. In a second. Because we've still got the armor key. So there we go. So we'll go and do that puzzle and drop 3 of the masks. So once we've gotten this one from Yawn, we can just come down here and just collect herbs and go. Oh. What am I doing? Mask, where are you? Where'd I put the other mask? There it is. So once we've done this, we are going to save. Because we're only going to go out of this door one more time. Until we come back. Because it will survive one more handle. Pun intended. Okay, so first picture. Bish bash bosh. This picture. And this picture. Significantly easier and yet somehow a little bit lamer than the original. Especially because the foreboding music doesn't kick off like it did in OG. That was probably my favourite track in the classic OG one. I feel it should have been used in the Tyrant fight. That would have been Utterly epic. Okay. So we're going to go drop these 3 masks, go and do everything we need to do to start the fight with Yawn. There is probably like a completely ridiculously simple way of doing this. I don't know what it is. Oh, okay. Is that the one? And we're not going to have the lighter either once we've done the Yawn room. I've now played this enough to know where the masks go, almost. I've still got to think. I was going to do this run as Chris, but decided not to for a handful of reasons. One being the fact that hunting for the small keys is just going to really aggravate me, because I'm already concentrating enough on not getting hit. Yes, Jill has less vitality, but she also has 2 extra inventory slots, and, you know, that lockpick helps so much in shortening everything. So we don't want to go back out there, because that's all bad news. So just going to bring him up the stairs. Pick up the emblem. Because we've already picked it up. We'll actually do probably drop a save here. I think that would probably be a good idea, because we've actually done a lot of groundwork. Dun, 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 dun. So yeah, it's this one. So, as you can see, that blue clear data there shows the hard difficulty. And real survival mode. I'm an idiot. I've carried the flipping ink ribbon. I meant to put it back. So literally, in this, we're going to take the 6 most powerful sprays we have. If it's first aid sprays, we're going to take those, because Elder Crimson Head can be pretty much a dick. So we're just going to try and swipe and go. I know headshots with the knife do a lot more damage, so kiss me. But you can't kiss me. There we go. Plus we're going to be picking up 2 herbs here as well from Tricky Dicky. But we're going to take those, because what we want to try and do is hopefully avoid this guy as much as we can and get him into the room. Because if he comes into the room, then it's fine. There we go. between the light and the position, that's kind of difficult. It's very persnickety, this game. It's fine, we'll take the bite. Because if we can push him down, which we have... There we go. Whew. Okay. So we're going to make a quick detour before we go to the Midnight Sonata. Actually, are we? Yeah. Yeah, no worries. Yeah. I didn't unlock that door, so... Because there's a dog out there. So I'm going to go this side. The reason I'm going here is there's essentially a free heal that I want to use. Right, there we go. So we probably got one more heal out of that. Okay. So just going to leave him happy over there. Run downstairs, do the Moonlight Sonata. The reason why I wanted to be okay for health is because of this zombie coming up here now. It may just be a case of luring him, I should say, along to that big open space. But this is where we got to start playing smart. Because obviously he's not going to be easy. Okay. Oh. There we go. Whew. And there's a sexy ink ribbon. Will I be doing a knife only of any of the others? We've done a knife and melee of Resident Evil 2. Not as hard as I was expecting, that one. Because the knife, it just breaks the game, so... And as long as you've got enough flashbangs for Birkin, on the crane, it's not too bad. You just have to use the container to do the damage. Wonderful. So, excuse me. So, large gear, I should say, to the left twice. Done. So we've got Richard to distract Yawn, so we're just gonna go right ahead. We shouldn't die. If we do, it's our own fault. But once we've done this, we are pretty much done with Mansion 1. It'll be Crimson Head, and then the guardhouse, which, in all fairness, doing this in almost an hour isn't too bad.
Payback time.
So we're just going to do this. Son of a bitch. Thank you, Richard. Oh, thanks.
Thanks.
Yawn's very easy to dodge compared to the original PlayStation 1.
Richard!
He is very blah at his moveset. So we're poisoned, so now we need to make it along. So yeah, Barry doesn't rescue you. So there's a zombie there. We're going to just avoid him because he doesn't do anything. So I would go down through the bottom if we were using guns, because I would have cleared down the bottom. It's this side, isn't it? I just had to think for a second. No, get off the bloody statue. I know you don't have to fight Black Tiger. That's going to be a very interesting one. I could really do without you being there. That was lucky. If anything, that was the most luckiest I've been so far. I didn't want to come back here because that guy's there. And it's like, my luck, he would be a damn Crimson Head. Okay, so green herb. Green herb. Put that there. We'll save when we get out. When we're going out to Crimson Head, because then we can just take everything we need. I.e. health. Where is this one? That's okay, as long as he's over there. Did I unlock that door? Yes I did. That's good. So far so good. Just a couple more dodges and then we get to come back to the mansion later and dodge hunters, which is going to be like dodging rain. So that zombie won't break out just yet. Well, now he will. Jinxed it. But at least he's not there. Just got to deal with this douche. Okie dokie. So that, and we want 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, my headset slipped. Okay. Right. Do you know what? I think I'm going to keep 2 of those, or a handful of those, so we can make the poison herb. The door handle's bust. Oh no. That would have been the ultimate troll, because I'd have just cried. I do like in hard mode, the game does troll you a lot by just giving you handgun clips right near the end. Especially in the caverns when there's nothing but hunters. I think that's really funny. And also kind of bad. It's like, yeah, here you go. Here are the hardest enemies in the game to beat. And here's some clips. Have fun. Because hunters take a lot, cause a lot of damage. I haven't been decapped by one of them yet, so knock wood. And also, you can use your herbs no matter how your health is, so that kind of sucks. Okay. Here we go. Forgive me for the amount of swearing. Thank you. Ooh. I think I'm dead. Come on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God, I'm boiling. Fancy good luck, and yeah, that is one boss done that we actually have to fight. You can beat the game. You guys put way too much faith. I'm really hoping Barry turns up to Plant 42. Hey, it went in first time. Yeah, that's enough of those jokes. I wanted to pick up that damned first aid spray. So I'm not too particularly worried about the guardhouse per se. Can you use the pesticide on the insects? Because obviously you need to because obviously if we do it and then the trophy doesn't pop, that's a lot of work to redo. Excuse me. Hay fever. Damn it. The one I wanted, I didn't get. And I got it again. And there. Because the caverns is where it's going to take a lot of work. Because of obviously all the hunters. It's dodging the hunters, this thing. And then redoing the Black Tiger. Just going to stick over there. As long as they don't aggro, I don't care. There's our favourite girl in chains. Would I ever attempt to speedrun this? Probably not. I'm happy with the 2-hour 34 that we got. When we got the Starsenal trophy. That was a hell of a day. That was a hell of a run. Where we got quite a lot of trophies all at once. So again, this is like Alien Isolation where you can get majority of the trophies on your first 2 goes. So that's like really cool. I'm not a fan of like grindy trophies. I think they are a pain in the ass. So just do some inventory management to bring all the herbs back. There we go. And we're going to save here. If we die, then it's not going to be too far to redo, and then we'll just use the herb if Lisa hits us. Yeah, you should see the VOD for yesterday. It's like 7 hours long. I haven't got the crank yet, have I? That's why she hasn't spawned. Should have got the crank and then saved. It was ridiculous. We had like 200 and the highest amount of handgun bullets you can have on a single clip is 255. And then we started another one. So yeah. If you're playing this on very easy and run out of ammo, oh no, there's more than 255 because you put the 15. You got 15 in your gun already. Yeah, I knew she was gonna get me. Damn it. I got out perfectly on the hard run as well. Never mind. I think we got like another 60 on top of that as well. So there's a ridiculous amount of handgun ammo. Shotgun bullets, so there was shotgun shells I should say, was like we had both shotguns, so that's 16, and then you had like 90. Something like 24 acid shells, 12 flame rounds, 16 or 24 or 22, sorry, grenade rounds, and I think about 30 magnum rounds in total. So we just got to run past the dogs and pray we don't get hit. There are no snakes at the moment until we're near the guardhouse, which is fine. Because if we get poisoned, we'll just grab the blue herb there and do a super heal. Don't let me forget that there is an actual key in the bathtub in the room. Like I've forgotten the last 2 runs. Like an absolute idiot. Going all the way back there and thinking, oh, there's no key. There's nothing. There's just a dagger in there. And then getting all the way back to the room thinking, oh, I need to go all the way back there because that's the control room key. So the sharks are probably going to be the most awkward part. Yeah, I don't care about you two. You're just gonna... Yes, there's a herb there. No, I do not care. I'm leaving that one for now. Oh, hell no. Tyrant 2 is going to be a pain. I chose not to do the good ending for real survival mode. Purely because of the modiscs. Because you've got to take so much stuff down. It would have just added like another 10 minutes going back and forth from the save room to the stairwell, and then from the stairwell back, you know, down to the lab. So it's one of my smarter moments. And plus, Tyrant's just one-hit kill with Barry's Magnum, so if you do that, you're whistling Dixie. I want to get it over there. Yeah, you basically... You can use the rocket launcher as long as it goes into the movie. If he deflects it, you need to redo, like, from your last save. Because if you don't, it will count as you've used a gun. So make sure you hit that save on the way out. It's a good job I picked this up, because if we get hit here by a snake, I think we're dead. Because these snakes are a pain in the ass. Snakes and dogs, I think, are the two most real awkward things. Yes. I've read conflicting things that as long as the missile hits in the movie mode, even if it's the second, it will pop your trophy. But I've also read that it doesn't. So either way, I would just say if it doesn't hit him the first time, then it's rip run and go back to that save on the way out, because otherwise you're having a bit of trouble. Okay, so I want that one out. Put that in there. That one out and that one out. Yeah. I mean, it's one of those, just do your save on your way out as well. That's where I was really happy that I put a save with Jill on the stairwell, because if you go back to that save, you can literally yeet Barry, not save Chris, and you've got your trophy right from there, as opposed to what I did with Chris, and I did the mansional wrong, so I had ended up having to redo everything from when I returned, whereas I should have done the emblem room, or the emblem key room, I should say, that you get after doing the box puzzle. Always do that room last, because if you do that one last, then you can go into the stairwell then. Whereas if you go in there, because Rebecca will scream and then you have to rescue her if you're going for the good ending. And rather than do 2 whole playthroughs, you just gimp your save and just go back to that point and let her die. So we got to be real quick in here because of these spiders. So we're going to just get the book in the first aid thing here. Because other than that, I don't care what else is in here. If he's on the floor, which he is, the little fucker. I hate these spiders. It just makes my arachnophobia play up and it just makes me feel the... just... the... So we're going to just dump the herb stuff, because we don't... We will probably take a first aid spray. I think because of the sharks. What have we got there? Green and blue. Dump that, and we'll dump the crank, because we're not going to need the crank at the moment. Okay, so what I'll do is I will pause and just have a read about using the pesticide on those bugs, because obviously if it doesn't, audio, How would you do it without the pesticide? Just run in and get the key, like in Resident Evil 2, I guess. So if we push these here straight up, because in RE1 you can just run down there. You can't get close. Oh, okay. I think I'll do a stagger save, a new save. Because if that's the case, if the trophy doesn't pop, I'll just have to go back. I had my heart in my throat for most of the run yesterday where we were doing Inquisitor Squids and every nook and cranny because of the infinite rocket launcher. But if you have bought this game and someone loves you lots and loves this game and knows how it backwards, just ask them to do it. I gotta think. I don't need anything in here except for the key in the tub. Ugh, come on. And then they can unlock the infinite weapons for you, as long as they do it on normal for you. Bet that made you jump. So we don't need to come back to this room at all. Sorry. Bear with me 1 second. My thing says Resident Evil 4 and it's not. Gotta love that. Whoa! So I need to get him into the toilet. Our favourite box puzzle. And you can also not use unlimited weapons in real survival mode and, from what I can tell, the invisible enemy mode. So you're going to be foraging. Real survival was pretty tense for the opening, like 15 minutes. But once we got the stuff we needed, it was plain cheese. Yeah, especially real survival mode, because you could just use the rocket launcher. My thing with invisible enemy mode is, does your aim lock onto them, or does it not? Because I haven't played it. Because I literally thought when I played Real Survival that my save hadn't worked and hadn't put the thing through. Okay. So you just... Well... So that would be the reason why it negates the need for the rocket launcher, because you would just spam the hell out of it. As long as he's following me, Neptune's going to stay away. God damn it, it's done it again. This room was really awkward when clearing out, because both this part with the ladder above and this section here, it both counts as one room. So I must have spent like 10 minutes trying to clear it. It was a real pain in the ass.
Emergency. Unknown source of pressure detected. Locking all doors to achieve maximum safety.
For memes, maybe we may come back before 8 is out and do an invisible enemy knife only run. Just for the
Reaching
memes.
30% of pressure threshold.
Open valve 2. It depends on how this goes. Because, or maybe knife and melee.
Reaching 50% of pressure threshold.
I think that would be pretty
Activate
insane to do.
emergency drainage system immediately.
Okay. So, more health. Health is good. Nope, this isn't the right way. This is not your room. There's a bit of a turn on hooch there for you. For y'all. If there are any Tom Hanks fans out there. When we were doing the no ink, ink is for squids run, it was more tense because for some reason my system's been crashing a lot lately with this game. So I really didn't want to have to record, especially because it was like looking cranny was being done at the same time. I think we got it to like 4 hours, or 4.5 hours, I think. It was like a 7.5 hour stream, so it must have been about 5 hours. So we've got the key, we got the secret, and we can get out. Go and make the V-Jolt, and then we don't have to deal with Plant 42, so that's another boss gone. So, on to Yawn. I'd love to know how many swipes it's going to take. I've heard on hard it's like 60. Let's actually get him in the toilet already. Because if he comes in here, then he can't get out. I think. He's not going to come in, is he? Two green herbs inside. Hallelujah. So now we've got a big bag. Whatever. Okay, so we're gonna go. Oh, damn it! I don't want to go in here first. The reason being is I don't know. I'm going to make a separate save here. In there. And I think when we come back, we'll do the cavern first. Let's get rid of that up there. Get rid of this down there. So this bottom gel is going to be our clutch point. I honestly don't think there will be an issue using the pesticide. Much like using the weed killer kills the tentacles, the V-Jolt kills Plant 42 and everything, but it's one of those. You want to make sure you have a separate save. Did I put the other key away? I did. So we're going to kill two birds with one stone. We're going to do this Oh, so 3. Okay. The last couple of times we've done this has been 653, so that's why I tried that one first. So I want a bottle. This seems significantly simpler than the classic. So we want the 6. We want the 1. UMB number 3. To make 10. And then we want 6. And 1. And then UMB 3. We got the VJO. The reason I'm doing this bit now is we can just do it all in one go, because we get the map and everything, so... Here we go. Damn it. That's fine. We've got the first aid spray, so... So, straight to... V-Jolt. Jolted up. This one. I can remember playing when we played this and went into this room without the VJO. It scared the crap out of me. Just the flipping and flapping. I was like, whoa. Oh look, there's a shark. Whew. Down we go. am I going to try a no knife only for Resident Evil 3 remake? If I Resident Evil 2, no, because the knife Jill swings the knife kind of terribly in Remake 3. And plus, like, the Nomi boys, the Gamma Hunters and all that lot, it's a no, because they're pretty much just one-hit kill. I may check it out and see if it is doable, but I don't think I have the patience. And I have a lot of games I want to play through. Same as like Resident Evil 7, knife only. I don't think I could be bothered to do that. It's fine. What are we on? We're on caution. That's fine. Because we'll take a herb with blue mixed in. So there's a red herb along here. Excuse me. I'm choking. It's that time of the day where I start choking for no reason. Okie dokie. So we'll do the puzzle and then make a save. There we go. Fun fact, if you come back to this room after you've killed Plant 42, the wardrobe is back over the door and the book has vanished. So... Why the save here? Just in case. Because if Barry doesn't turn up, I have no idea how to fight Plant 42. Maybe. Maybe Wesker did sneak in.
What the hell is this thing?
Barry!
Jill!
I thought it was finished.
Yeah.
That was close. Thanks again.
Don't mention it. But what was that? What the hell's going on in this place?
So, I'm a big Barry Burton fan, especially of classic Resident Evil, but I don't know, he seems way too sly in this, for me, compared to old school Barry. I know Barry had been threatened by Wesker in the original, but in this he comes across a little bit slyer than that, so oh yeah. I think it's his characterization. In this, he just comes across way too... way too... like he's a little bit too willing to do it. If that makes sense. Oh, there's a first aid spray. I might keep the first aid spray. So we're going to save. It's just I'm trying to work out about the hunters. I'm just going to overwrite that save because, you know, that's pointless. I've got the blue herb for the snakes. The bit with the dogs is going to be very awkward. So that's all cleared of blue. It'll be sod's law that I don't get bitten by the snakes, but I get hit by the dog. Here they come. Excuse me. So yeah, it's like I go out of my way to save Barry in the original, but in this I go out of my way to kill him. I feel bad about leaving Chris behind, but you got these harder modes, then sorry. You're gonna die, boy. That might have been the dumbest thing ever, especially since it picked up the blue, not the green. Oh, jeez. First aid sprays. Fantastic. What's it picking up? This would be fun to play on the Switch, I think. Yeah, we're not fucking with hunters. We're just getting out of dodge. Son of a bitch. So we can just do this. Don't think so. I tend to attract lurkers. Okay. I just have a sound off. That sounded like a hunter, but we're not going to find out because we're going to be long gone. Ah, my favorite puzzle ever. Okay. The alt controls work today. Yay! There we go. The Doom book. So technically, we've picked up all the files as well, I believe, by doing the nook and cranny as well. But I didn't read everything. Maybe I should. Okay, so round to the left. Son of a bitch. Because we're not getting the shotgun shells over there. Look, that spider on the wall. Just... Okay. So we've got a red. We're not going to take that blue one because... Wow, I have no idea how I did that. Jesus, how the hell did I do that? Come on, homeboy. See you later. It's really cool that these zombies actually act like the Resident Evil classic zombies, whereas the ones in 2 and 3 Remake really don't. Especially the ones in 2, they're probably the most aggressive. In the remake of 3, with the only on like Nightmare and Inferno, are they really ridiculously hard. I'm leaving those herbs that are there because it's going to take us a bite to get them, and it's pointless. So okay. So this should be straight out of the murder room. Yep. So just stick to the thing. That room where the hunter is a real pain in the ass, because that is like the go-to. Save room, but I'm going to go to this one. So yeah, the zombie's gone. It's now in other difficulties. There's a hunter. I'm taking a real chance coming down here for two reasons: hunters and this dude being a Crimson Head. Oh, thank Christ he isn't there. Okay. So we're going to put the book there. Actually, we're here, so we may as well just go and do yawn. I'm really worried. Yeah, we're gonna go and do yawn. We're gonna save. Yeah, you just gotta get yawn to go around and round and round at the bookcase. I can't remember if I saved, so... A well-used bed. I didn't intend on streaming again today because I streamed earlier and did the hard difficulty and real survival mode, but the more I took a look at stuff on this, the more I was like, do you know what? I could probably do this quite easy as long as I'm patient. I'm gonna get the red jewel as well. And check here if there's any health. I don't think there is any health in this room, just ammo of various sorts. Over here, go around again, do this. See, when I first saw this puzzle, I was thinking, this is a real weird one. How is this done? So, should have saved after getting that, to be honest, but whatever. We're going to save after we've beaten Yawn anyway, so... the reason for that gap is for the Doom book in case we don't get any hits. I'd rather not be wasting a health that I can use. That's why I'm using the health sprays here, not the herbs. Oh shit. Son of a bitch. I love the Crimson Heads. They're genuinely terrifying. That's probably like the super scariest bit of this game. And from what I've read as well, they are just the step below a licker. So we're going to use this herb. Alright. Equip the knife. Let's get started. We're going to let Yawn... one. Uh-oh. 2. 3. That's fine. Okay. So where's he at? Miss me. Fucking hell. How do I get around? So where's he coming? Run. So, yeah. I got a bit liberal there. Gotta make it a bit entertaining for you guys. Run away! Yeah. It's like that meme, where a Koopa Trooper gets the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to beat the shit out of Mario. Is that so you like to pick on turtles, do you? I love auto-lock, but goddamn. Knives only, yeah. I'd rather do this game knife only than ever play Doom 3 again. I would rather play this knife only forever. Because Doom 3 is just abysmal. And I'll die on that hill. Aha! 1, 2, 3. See, everyone else just goes round in circles, man. Like, I'm trying to be entertaining here. We're noobs. There's memes. This is shenanigans. Ah! There's a giant snake! Run! Oh, hell with it. Gotta love that auto lock. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's right, bitch. Better run away. Ha-ha! Let's go for a run. Come on, yawn. La 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 la. That's fine. Doom 3 VR. No. Nope. Haha! Come on. Is he coming this way? Oh, he's coming this way. Oh, god dang, there's a giant snake on me. God dang. I can deal with them there zombies, but no snake. Ow. Alright. There we go. So to everyone that just goes around in a circle, I applaud you. Because if you can do it with these alt controls, that's insane. That auto lock is a pain in the ass. But yeah, I was a little bit more careless, I guess. Because otherwise this fight would have taken forever to do. And I don't want to find people to this for like an hour. No, we will get back to Doom 3 one day, Hikara. Maybe. So... yeah. We finished Doom, Doom 2, Doom 3, Doom 64, and Doom Eternal in January on our Doomed New Year theme. But work got ridiculously intense, so I couldn't follow it up with February's And plus my I can't stream my PS1. So the PS1 to PlayStation ports I couldn't really do, so I didn't do it. I just streamed now and again. So we're going to put this for this, and we're going to save. Didn't really get on with Doom 3 very much. Out of all of them, I didn't like. That's the only Doom game that I really didn't like that I've played through. It didn't feel like a Doom game, so Doom 1 is great. Doom 2 is just Doom 1 but with bigger levels. Doom 64 is a phenomenal game. Quite literally one of the best games for the N64 ever. So go and buy it on your PlayStation and Xbox and N64 and PC. Whatever you can buy it on, buy it, because it's incredible. Doom Eternal is really, really good. Really good. It only has a couple of things that make it not as good as its superb predecessor. And that is the level that has, was it Mancubi? Towards the end of the level, which has a timer going down, your screen gets foggy, and the floor is covered in acid. It's like one thing too many for me to say, yeah, that's awesome. But it's that and the boss before the final one, the penultimate boss, I think it is. The Khan Maker, I think it is, not the Icon of Sin. The Khan Maker's a pain in the ass. But, Doom 2016 is up there. That's like a 9 out of 10. Very close to being a 10. I'm one of these weird gamers where I rarely agree with a consensus when people say it's a 10 out of 10. Like, everyone will say Resident Evil 4 is a 10 out of 10 game. It's not. I'll be completely and brutally honest, it's about a 7. It's a great game. It is a very, very good Resident Evil game. It's ridiculously padded, overly bloated. It's just, the story is ridiculous. And all it did was just add the Plagas. You know, it really didn't do anything. Ashley doesn't bother me. Everyone kicking off at Ashley, I don't mind Ashley at all. You know, if you've played GoldenEye N64, you can play Resident Evil 4 and forget about Ashley. You know, because at least she follows you and gets in the damn dumpster. It's fine, because we're going to a save point. And we got some herbs. This is going to be interesting. Oh, get out of the fucking way. Pardon my French. Really? Pardon my French. Like, of all the places to put the hunter. Son of a bitch. Oh, you fucking idiot. Pardon my French. Sorry. I forgot I can go outside. And go the other way round. So that was a waste of health item. Yeah, you know, I've helped my sisters raise their kids, so I'm used to someone whining. But, you know, that's, you know, it's, you can just turn the volume down if it bothers you that much. You know, she does what you tell her to. She gets in the dumpster, she follows you pretty close. And if you finish it... Is it on normal mode? You can unlock the hidden armor so that they can't ever pick her up, and you know, she can't get hurt. So there's your professional mode. I think Sheva is a good character in 5. I just think the AI is terrible. I don't think there's any, like, terrible character. Okay, so we'll take this and we'll switch this one out. We'll save here. Because now we're on the right area. Because A, we're going to have to deal with the dogs, and 2, we got to deal with the snakes. 5, I really expected to be playing a horrible game. Because everyone I spoke to who play games, which aren't many. I don't care that the door must be repaired, just go through it. The people that play games that had played 5 were kind of like, it's terrible, it's this. People online were hit and miss. The one guy that actually didn't mind 5 is a person I didn't really get along with. And most of his opinions were terrible. Just go to the left and he's fine. And so I went for 5 and I fell in love with it. The story was fantastic. I had originally played it on 360, but didn't like the control pad setup of it. I really couldn't get my head around it. So again, it's one of those. It's a case of it sucks because, as opposed to it sucks because. But I played it and really fell in love with 5. I love the story. I can see where Capcom were at the time, in particular with why they tacked Sheva into the game. Because that came out with Gears of War coming out, Kane and Lynch, all these co-op games. And you can tell it was changed last minute from a single player to a co-op game. There we go. Now we're poisoned. Flipping snakes. There it is. So I was really happy. That was when I went through my binge of playing Resident Evil 7, then Resident Evil 4. On PS2, then PS4. Then I went through and did Resident Evil 5 on PS3 and PS4. And the AI was really bad on the third playthrough of Resident Evil 5 that we've done, and it's pretty much all online. And then I went through half of 6, Leon and Chris, and started Jake's campaign, but absolutely hated it because it reminded me of Nemesis, and I hadn't played Nemesis since 2000, and I hated it then. I've gone through Nemesis recently, and I fell in love with it. I think Resident Evil 3 Nemesis is probably one of the best Resident Evil games. I don't think you can go wrong with any of the original 3 on PlayStation 1. I've gone back and finished 6. I did half of Resident Evil Revelations, then went back and finished that. 6, I can remember seeing the adverts for, and just the trailer where Chris meets Leon. You know, the whole gun-ho, and they're pointing the guns at each other. It just sold me straight away. I was like, that's it, I'm buying this day one to play. And I bought it, and didn't play it for years. Son of a bitch. Damn dogs. I finished Resident Evil 6, I think it was in 2017, 2018. And it's probably one of my favourites. I would put it above 4, and that's gonna piss a lot of people off, I know, for a fact. 6 is incredible. It's like 4 different games all together, because you've got the Leon's campaign is a mixture of like Resident Evil 2 and 4. Chris is just like, let's just throw everything into it. You've got a part where you're driving a car, you've got a part where you're in a plane. You know, Chris's campaign's insane. And, yeah, just absolutely nuts. Then you've got Jake's, which is very, very reminiscent of Resident Evil 3. But it's also his... I didn't go much on the stories of, especially Chris. I don't rate Chris's story much in 6, but I do think it's a pretty good game. His campaign's pretty cool. Leon's isn't too bad, but my favourite story, I guess, out of the 4 campaigns has to be Jake's, because Jake's he's such a lad. He's got such a cool bravado to him. And Ada's campaign's really, really good because it stitches together the other 3 narratives. So, no doubt when you play it now, there's the patch where you can just play as Ada straight away, but you don't want to do that. You want to do that one last, because it essentially ruins Leon's campaign story. But hell yeah, 6, because I heard so much and read that it just universally shit on. Like, kind of like how how everyone crapped over Resident Evil this and also the remake. The 0. Because had this come out on, say, PS2, I don't think the series would be in anywhere like it is now. because this was on the GameCube, that's why it flopped, because the GameCube didn't sell as much as the PS2 and Xbox, I guess. I'm not too sure about Xbox, but I know it didn't compete very well against PlayStation. So that was Capcom. Nintendo had to have done something. Whether it was they threw a ton of money at Capcom, I don't know. But they graced us with the greatest remake in video games on the worst system to choose from. It would have been a case of putting this on the Atari 2600. You know, that's a joke, but it's also the truth. Like, no one has a 2600 except for super hardcore gamers, and unfortunately they're not in the hundreds of millions that you need to be profitable, sadly. And I get why they done Zero, because it was essentially to retcon a few things and make this game more important. But again, wrong system. And from what I've read of like the controls and everything, the controls are pretty bad. Oh, sugar. You know, the co-op's not very well done. So, but I'm going to go into it completely open-minded, like 6, because that's probably the best way to do it. I'm really not expecting much with Zero, so hopefully I'll be surprised. The one that I really want to be surprised with is Code Veronica, because I played it on the Dreamcast. I specifically bought a Dreamcast for Code Veronica and was so disappointed, like bitterly disappointed, to the point where I got rid of my Dreamcast because I really did not like it. Okay, so he's gonna go there. Oh, fucking auto-lock. We would have been done if it weren't for that flipping auto-lock. Oh, goody. So I'm going to have to reset the room. There we go. So yeah, 6 is definitely in my Mount Rushmore of Resident Evil games. And there's a YouTuber called The Gaming Brit. His channel's The Gaming Brit Show. He's done a retrospective called The Road to the Rocket Launcher. He's done Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, Code Veronica, and Remake. They're very few and far between because, you know, he does a lot of stuff. But he also did a mini review of 7 and why is Resident Evil 6 so great. And purely because of that's why I took a look at 6, because it was like, okay, let's go and have a look at it. Is it going to be as good as he's making it out to be? And with the exception of a control pad basically causing you carpal tunnel with the controls at times, 6 is actually just superb. Can't rate it enough. So, and it's super cheap as well. You know, it's ridiculously cheap. And it's probably like the last modern day video game that is a full game. Any DLC was free, and you know, they patched it to make Ada's campaign sweet from the go-ahead. So yeah, you know, they got all this content, all the things to unlock. You've got probably the best version of Mercenaries. I haven't played Mercenaries on 5, but I spent quite a bit of time playing Mercenaries, messing around on 6. And yeah, Mercenaries in 6 is pretty sweet. That's how I got, I think it was how I got the final trophies I needed. Sorry, the final medals I needed for the final trophy. Resident Evil 7 is the only one that I felt kind of underwhelmed. Like, it was the first Resident Evil game that I finished in one sitting. It was my first Resident Evil game I finished in one sitting. I finished it in like 8 hours. Now, I compare it with Resident Evil 1, where I borrowed it from my brother-in-law, and it took me a couple of weeks to play, because I only could play video games for a couple of hours after school. And obviously, this is like an exploratory job, so you got to do whatever. Resident Evil 2 took me 2 weeks to finish, between after school and my paper round and homework, so that's why it took like 2 weeks, because it's like an hour a night or something like that, and on a weekend I would go out with friends and so forth. Resident Evil 3, I only played it very briefly and didn't like it, so didn't ever finish it. Same with Code Veronica. 4, it took me, I think, like 20 plus hours to do the first run, which isn't bad considering, but it's extremely padded. But it's super fun on New Game Plus. 5 seems like it's a massive game with all the chapters and pieces in the middle, like each one being segmented and everything, but it's actually really short. Like, the levels are ridiculously short. I forgot we haven't killed that. So yeah, I can't even remember what times I have on my PS4 now, because I ridiculously, dumbly, accidentally deleted my Resident Evil 5 save on my PS3, so I've got to redo everything, which is fine. So we're going to put the spray away. And put the blue herb away. Put that crank down there. Put that blue herb there. I can't remember if we need the hex crank still, maybe not. But we'll soon find out. But yeah, yeah, 7 is the first one I really felt kind of about. Like, it didn't feel like a Resident Evil game. It felt like a horror game that had Resident Evil put into it. So I was a bit... It's kind of like how when I played Streets of Rage 3, I would say. Because when I first played Streets of Rage 3 way back in the day, I was super underwhelmed. And so it was like, oh, okay. Is this the best that we can do? And then, you know, yet another container, you know. 4, 2, 3, 1. Yeah. So I like the different endings you can get. You can get the 2 different endings, which is kind of cool. It's also kind of pointless as well. But yeah, I am looking forward to Resident Evil 8 quite a bit, and we'll definitely be streaming that. You can bet your dollar on that. I'm gonna have some fun with this one, especially because it's gonna be. It won't be like this on the day, because A, I have to work, and B, I have my COVID vaccine on the evening, so it is gonna be literally just like get my vaccine, download the game and patch and everything, or download the patches I should say, and then get into it on the Saturday. The Saturday is going to be a day where we start on it, and it's going to be an all-day job. Will it be a contestant for the Path to Platinum? Probably, possibly. It took a while to Platinum 7, because I wasn't really... I'm not amazing with first-person shooter games. So you have that. It only took... It took a lot of... What do you mean it's got to be pushed properly? It is. God damn it. Am I planning on platinuming the others? I don't know about Zero. I felt with this one it's relatively small enough that we can do it, and short enough. Zero, I don't know. I really don't know. Same as Code Veronica. If I don't, I may want to platinum Revelations, because that's a very good Resi game, in my opinion, anyway. But yeah, we don't need the crank, so put that all the way here. So we want the emblem key. And switch this out for a twofer. As much as I enjoy playing a lot of the Resident Evil games, I don't know what it be. It's down to time consumption. Like, I know I only have a finite amount of time in the day and everything, so it's a case of, like, Resident Evil 5 and 6 are very grind happy. Like, you have to upgrade all of your weapons, and that is quite a chore to get the money for it without cheating. 6, you've got to get a lot of medals, and unless you're like, you know the game backwards and are playing with somebody who is also awesome at it, you're going to be taking a while, especially to get all the skills, because you only have to unlock X amount of them. So there's that. 7 was more for a challenge, because it was a case of, I knew if I did normal in under 4 hours, if I did it in under 4 hours and also did normal to get the other book, which basically makes you invulnerable if you have the two together, and also have the X-ray specs, so I could find all of the coins. I could do Madhouse without any issue, and bar the end where there's 2 fat molded. that spew up by the ladder and the bombs, because obviously you got to shoot the bombs, and I can barely see because I've got terrible eyesight at times, because I'm old. That was the only bit I really struggled on. Like, Mia did pretty quick. And the good thing about, like, Madhouse was it changed up where the items were, which was really good. But even saving the way I did, I still had plenty of cassette tapes. I was expecting to get about halfway and be like, oh crap, I've actually run out. But I had plenty. So we're gonna get this herb. And this herb. So, from what I can tell, definitely Zero is the one that's universally loathed. I was chatting to a couple of people on Twitter about it over the weekend, and they like it. I was like, yeah, I think it's really good. Like, okay, that's cool. At least somebody on here likes it. So we want the Doom books. And we want the Emperor one because we're going to save here. Because what we're going to do is we're going to be really crafty. We're going to sneak past the hunter, exit the room to where the stained glass is, come back in, use the key on the door to get the emblem, and then go back through. And the reason I've picked these up straight away is I shouldn't have to go to the box again. I mean, we could just get them from the box on the stairwell, but then we can just skip and go straight through. But then we're gonna have to save, because if Lisa Trevor knocks us off the ledge, it's good night Vienna. This side. So besides that area with the hunters, we're doing pretty good. You ask why have I bought herb? Yes, there are no snakes or dogs here, but there is a hunter coming up. And with no melee or anything. So the awkward bit's coming up where we want to be dealing with, we got to deal with the Chimera. So there's one you definitely have to kill. Because, you know, oh Jesus. Now normally he's behind where I was. So here we go. So straight out the door. Here we go. Hold on to your butts. So yeah, you can tell we're going for the bad ending, because we haven't got the new disc. For one. And two, I don't want to risk the knife only run dying because of messing up the rocket launcher. Tyrant's going to be hard enough as it is. As long as we stick to, I think it's the right side of him. And we just got to stick to his ass. Got to stick to his right cheek. If we stick to his cheek, then we should be okay. We should be gold. So we've got our clutch save at the bottom there, number 7, in case the trophy doesn't pop. If it doesn't, then whatever. You will have seen knife only on here, and I will probably go back through it offline, maybe. I don't know. I just really don't want to have to redo all of that again, particularly Yawn. Without making it not as entertaining. Nope. Okay, so... As long as she stays away. There we go. That's cool. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. I've only knocked Lisa Trevor off of it once, and she's also killed Wesker. Poor Lisa. If you're doing every nook and cranny, check the coffin, because that's where the item is in this whole area that's red. I was button mashing for ages trying to find something. So here we go. Cue cutscene. And there's your cutscene. Down we go. So this is going to be a pain in the ass, I think, because there are some zombies, and I know if you get hit, you blow up. I like how the knife only run, I'm here at the 3-hour mark ish, and yet on real survival I was still prattling around in the caverns. Okay, so how many have we got to dodge? As long as you're there, that's fine. Get to you, but damn! There we go. I thought he was still on the stairs. But that's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna have to think how to do this real quick. There it is. Green herb. That's always good. So the password is John and Ada. Wabong. And the other password is Cell. Not mole. Like in the original. I must admit, if I go back and take a look at the old one, it's going to be really weird going through it. But there will be a watch along at some point of the two playthroughs. So I think we're going to have to take care of him. Come on. Right. Wow. Okay, so he's dealt with. Let's go dodge these guys again. That's actually okay. 8462 is the password in here. We want the first aid spray because there's another zombie we're going to be taking care of in a minute. So I want to grab this one as well, just in case. This guy's going to puke. Or not. So we got the first aid spray and the herb, just in case. We're going to go into this room and we'll kill that zombie in that room before we use the fuel canister. We'll also make a save here. Actually, we'll make the save and kill the Chimera because we're going to have to take some health. That should be enough. Just check and see what I've got. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mix all those. Yeah, so I should have enough for Tyrant. So I'm just going to go down here, kill this Chimera, and get the fuel cell. Damn it. Did not want that to happen. Okay. That went way better than expected. Like, super smashing great. So as long as we don't go over that other side, and we just go straight there, the other one should not get us. I'm leaving the knife equipped for a second. Purely because of that zombie that's in the room. We'll pick up this. Gonna save. And then once we're done with everything, we're gonna be saving for Tyrant. Should be gold. Can you always go back and get Chris or save Chris? You can do, because you can go back to the you can go back to the mansion. You just can't go back to the guardhouse. I think. Don't quote me on that. Really, don't quote me on that. I know there is parts of no return. Like I think when you've beaten Tyrant, you can't go back. Excellent. So that was good. I was really expecting him to turn. Now, as long as that zombie doesn't jump up as a crimson head, we should be fine. Because we've cleared the path. I think we still got like 5 minutes before he comes back. He'll probably be a crimson head when we're escaping. Imagine jumping through the shafts with that. That would be quite entertaining to try. I'm not sure if you would blow up though. You probably would. I can hear a chimera. Can't see him, but I can hear him. There we go. I'm nearly there. Okay. So straight in the door. The rooms reset anyway once you leave, so it's not like in the first one where they're up on the ceilings. I like how he's running away. It's like I've only got my knife. Go away. This way, and that way. He's gonna swing. See you later. It does goes to show that you can literally avoid killing like everything in this game. If you choose to. With only like killing the barest essentials. So, let's save. Load up on health. We don't want that. And then we're done. Just gotta kill the tyrant. And once we down tyrant, we are done. Remember if there's another health spray in here or not. There is, but I would rather go in with full health than none at all. So 7 first aid kits. That should be more than enough to help. Whether it does or not, I don't know. We'll soon see. So we need to be on Tyrant's right butt cheek. And as long as he doesn't like keep quick turning, we should be pretty gold. Pretty spandu ballet. So as always, we're going to keep the cutscenes. damn it. I got a bit too eager there. In there. Oh. Here a minute, because I don't know where the hell he is. Damn it, he got in my way. No shit. Wow. So we're just gonna get out of here. I'm not gonna waste another save, we're just gonna go. Doodlong is gone. It's fine. I don't know why this key doesn't discard. Because there's no other door for it to open, as evidenced in every nook and cranny trophy which we have finished. So, you want to collect that? Oh no, we don't. We took a hit, so may as well finish on full health. It's not like we're gonna get hit again. But that is Resident Evil Remake knife only. I think we'll soon find out. If this trophy doesn't pop, then we'll continue from the other spot. Another day, because why not? So if you like what you've been watching here live on Twitch, head over to youtube.com/RetroBiggie, and that's our archive. All our shows are there: Path to Platinum, the First Time Plays, the Pentathlon, Multi-Game Madness. This game is the first time we've crossed over where we've done Path to Platinum as well as First Time Plays, because obviously it collected a ton of trophies. If you're watching this on the YouTube channel, hi, I'm Solus Ginge. Head over to twitch.tv/SolusGingePlays and you'll see all of our shenanigans live. Head over to Twitter, at SolusGinge with the number 1 with a capital S. That is us, and that'll tell you what we're planning on doing. Instagram as well is SolusGingePlays. That'll tell you everything you need to know, what we're designing, what's up and coming when we're going live as well. And yeah. This is really, really good. This is up there as one of my favourite games. It's definitely my favourite remake of the 3. So we're only a couple of trophies away now. The Invisible Enemy mode, Passion for Fashion, which apparently unlocks if you do Invisible Enemy mode. And then it's the Platinum will pop with that as well. So I've left the best till last, I think. I was umming and ahhing which one to do first, and I chose to do this. So yeah, almost a platinum in a couple of days. That's not bad going. Really happy, really, really fun with this. And yeah, it's been really, really fun to chat to you all. And thank you all for watching. Thank you all who've stuck around in spite of the non-linear stream schedule that we have at the moment. I'm working to get that resolved. Resident Evil month continues, or shenanigans continue until Resident Evil 8 is released. So once we're pretty much done with this, we will move over to 0. I don't know if 0 is going to be platinum. I'm not sure yet. But then Resident Evil Code Veronica will be on the way. The Game Boy Gaiden game we'll be having a look at as well. And the watch-alongs with the classic games that I've recorded. So have fun, guys. I've been Solus Ginge. You've been awesome.
Jill, you did a fine job.
Trophy earned, CQC FTW, and 3 hours and 15 minutes. So, yeah. So you can use the bug spray. So there you do. I've been Solus Ginge. You've been awesome. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.